Are you seeking for a job, or you are a fresh graduate, you just graduated and you need a job, you want to get a job? Please watch this video. Or you know someone that is seeking for a job, or you know someone that will be in need of a job, I want you to watch this video. I'm going to share some of my experiences, what I have experienced and learned so far. I'm going to share 5 things I learned and experienced so far in this journey of job hunting. As someone who has gone to few interviews, as someone who has hunted for a job before, I'm going to share some of my experiences, what I have learned, and some of the things that I learned during my interview. I'm going to share it with you and some of my experience with you. I'm going to share what you need to do as a job seeker. In case if you don't have those things, or if you don't know those things, you can start now to prepare yourself ahead of time, so that when the time comes for you, when the time comes, you will not be taken on away. And when the time comes, you know that you have the necessary things and you have the necessary experience needed for you to get a job. So I'm going to share 5 things that you need to know, or 5 things that you need to do in order for the labor market to be more favorable to you, or in order for you to have a successful interview, or in order for you to have a successful job. Before I continue, let me use this opportunity to welcome all my new subscribers to my channel. Welcome to my channel. And to all my new viewers, welcome again to my channel. Please, if you have not subscribed, subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification. And if you have subscribed but you haven't turned on your notification, please do it to turn on your notification, so that anytime I make any upload, you'll be notified. So like this video as you're watching, share this video after watching, and don't forget to drop your comments. Engage, so that this way YouTube can push my video to more audience, and this way more people can get to see this and be informed. Thank you as you do that. Now let's get straight to it. As someone who has hunted for a job and gone to several interviews, this is what I have learned. Number one is that as a job seeker, someone that wants to enter into labor market tomorrow, learn a skill. You need a skill, not just your certificate that you have, not just that certificate that you acquired from the school, from what you study. Aside from that, have a skill, especially digital skills. It will help you to get job more easier. For instance, you need a basic skill like basic computer, or other skill that you know that you need to acquire. Like there's so many skills that you can acquire added. There's so many skills that you can learn. So use this opportunity. If you are still a student, or now that you're still hunting for a job, now that you're still hunting, maybe you have not seen, or even if you have a job that you're doing currently, if possible, learn one or two skill and add to that your certificate. You use it to build up your certificate, because most of what the employers need is skill. They will ask you, apart from your certificate, what skill do you have, what can you do? And most of them requires computer skill, require all the digital computer skill. So you need to learn one or two skill and add it up to your CV. If you are still a student, if you're still a student, you still have time to do that. While you are studying, you can use that opportunity to learn one or two skill. Or if you are just a fresh graduate, you can still do that. Or even if you're not a fresh graduate, you can still use this opportunity to learn one or two skill. Most times it is going to take you 3 to 6 months. Sometimes it will not even take you up to three. Sometimes it won't even take you up to 6 months. It can take you up to 3 months, and you have already learned it. It is very necessary. That is one thing that I find out. The second one is experience, work experience. They need someone that is already perfect in that field. Okay, for that reason, any skill that you acquire, ensure to gather experience, or study whatever course that you study, ensure to have experience. If possible, If possible, if you can see somewhere that you can work for 3 months or 6 months, even if it means you doing it free of charge, do it in order for you to gather experience. Because the more you practicalize what you study, or the more you practicalize what you learn, the more you are getting perfect, the more you are perfecting in it. Okay, so try as much as possible to get experience, because most times what they are even seeking for is from 2 to 5 years of experience, 2 to 3 years of experience. I hardly see 1 year experience, talk less of 6 months experience. They're always putting it in 2 years to 5 years of experience. Imagine when you don't have any experience at all. It will be very hard for you to get a job, because the truth is that you are not the only one seeking for the job. And for you to be in advantage, you need to be ahead. So if possible, gather experience. At least 6 months experience is very necessary, and add it up in your CV while seeking for a job. It is an added advantage. Now, the third one is arrange all your credentials. Ensure to arrange all your credentials accordingly. If you know those certificates that they added in your CV while submitting your application, please do photocopy of it and arrange it in a file or in an envelope, and take it along with you when you are being invited for the interview. Very necessary. Don't just go like that, because the ones I have done so far, sometimes they will ask for the credentials, sometimes they will not ask for the credentials. So in order to be in a safer side, please and please and please try as much as possible to go with all your credentials, your photocopies, especially your photocopy. Maybe later, if they ask for the original, you can bring the original letter. Now, the fourth one is build self-confidence. Very necessary, especially if you're a shy person like me. Please and please try as much as possible to build your confidence. Try as much as possible, because if you don't have that confidence, if you don't have that boldness, when you get to the place of your interview, if any question is being thrown at you, it's not that you might fail it, and it is not like you don't know it. It is not like that thing that you can't answer it, but because of shyness, or because of you are not that outspoken to to say your mind or to voice it out, it can make you not to answer it, or it can make you to be shaking. And most of them, when they notice that you don't have that confidence, or you're not that bold or agile enough for the job, they might end up giving it to another person, seeing you that you're not qualified. So you need to try as much as possible to build your self-confidence. If possible, be doing your practice. If you get the notification on time, even before you get the notification, immediately you have decided to seek for a job, you need to start practicing. And even if you go and you do not perform as you want, don't worry, just calm yourself down. It is your first experience. As long as it is your first experience, with time, maybe by the time you go for the second one, by the time you go for second interview, you have already taken correction and you start adjusting. Now, the fifth one is don't lie. When I say don't lie about the skill that you don't possess, any skill that you don't possess, or what you know that you can't do. Don't lie about it. If they ask you any question, especially if it is a question that is related to practical question, and you know that you don't possess the skill, so that you don't know it, or you don't possess it, that skill, if you have the basic knowledge of that skill, say that you have the basic knowledge of it. Be truthful. The reason is that at least they will know your performance. There are some organizations that used to train. There are some people, if they employ you, they will give you 1 week or 2 weeks training, or a day or 2 days training before you will resume work. There are some organizations, once they see that you have up to 50 or 60% of what they need, they will take you and help you to grow by training you and giving you more experience. So it's better that you say the truth than you lying. These are 5 things that I need to share, and I hope that it get to the right audience. I hope that it get to the people that need to hear this. Thank you for watching. I hope you find this video helpful. I hope you learned 1 or 2 things from this video. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for my next upload. Bye.